Yo, haha, magnificent.
Wow, what is good, YouTube? Your boy Magnificent coming back with a quick video. Today, stick around because I'm about to reveal some stuff that some people may or may not know about me, especially my past history. I figured I'd just do it now because there's a couple of things that happened just recently that to me is a little bit of a life-changing event. And that goes with two different stories that's going to go hand in hand, and I'll explain that momentarily. But for right now, we are in the cut. Your boy is getting ready to find a spot to kind of get some peace of mind so I can actually get this off my chest, and then we go from there. And I also want to give a shout out to a particular business that, you know, they kind of took me in, didn't have to, and then I'll get into all that, but I'm explaining exactly what happened in terms of the accident. That's what you saw in terms of the thumbnail. But there are two different stories that kind of correlate with each other, and then I'll go from there and explain this. But your boy Magnificent, for now, gonna go out. We're gonna go to hopefully a peaceful place where I can actually talk and kind of get this off my chest. And again, you'll see where I'm coming from, and then you know, we go from there. I am out. Let's hit the road. You know what it is. All right, YouTube. So we are here. We are vibing at a disclosed location. Hopefully there will be minimal interruption and I can get the story out so you can understand why I say take, you know, a day, every day, one day at a time, right? So back in 2007, 2008, I think it was around that time, I got in a car accident and I almost lost my life. So what happened was a lady who had a medical condition kind of sideswiped me when she switched lanes, and my car got wrapped around a pole. People witnessed it. You know, they saw the accident as it happened, one full-fledged crazy action scene, and you know, people just thought that I was dead, right? So fortunately that was not the case. The ladies, I'm guessing her kid, came out, trying to explain the whole ordeal. And you would think that, you know, most people would think, yo, you should press charges on this lady. She almost took your life, this, that, and the fifth. Well, fast forward years later, this is the process of us my family moving from one location to another. And right before that happened, I found the paperwork, like the police report from that accident. So this is what earlier this year is, actually earlier last year is when I found this. So 2020. And I found out what the lady's name was because I'm that type of person. An accident like that or incident like that happens, it's just going to go and I'm going to try to move past it. I did not, for anybody wondering, did not pursue any charges against her. I just heard the story. People thought that, you know, she was lying, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, when I found the paperwork for the police report, to kind of look the lady up and see what was going on, she actually died 5 years after that accident due to the medical disease that she had. So that's why when you think about that story, the first story, and you think about how I approach life, that's why I say always be thankful. You hear me ending my videos and I'll say stuff like stay blessed. It's because I genuinely want people to stay blessed. You know, you don't want to, you want to value life. You want to basically not waste life. And that first story, I hope, kind of puts things in perspective as to what type of person I actually am. Because lately people just, they've been getting in their feelings about how I carry myself and how I don't get myself involved with this clique and this crew and this, that, and the fifth. The second story is kind of works in conjunction with this first story. So just recently, if you watch my channel, I gave away a Ancestry DNA kit. And that Ancestry DNA kit, I was able to ship off to the winner. As I'm going into USPS to actually ship this off for the prize, I come back and you'll see a picture right here. A lady hit my car and my car was parked. And trust me, although at the scene, I really wasn't pissed. I was kind of like, here we go. Like, this is another setback. I'm just trying to live my life. So what ends up happening is she hits my car, and as small as people want to make it, or at least make it appear to be, my engine started acting up. So I don't know the impact of that scratch on, I think it was the driver's side towards like the bumper, leading up to the taillight. So obviously there were notable scratches and stuff like that, but that's when my car started acting finicky. So I was like, here we go. Let me try to figure out what's going on. I like that you can hear that birds and stuff like that in the background. But anyway, so what people weren't realizing is like during like a good 3 weeks, I'm sitting there working my butt off because I was like, you know what? I got her insurance information, called them up, and they lowballed me on some type of payment check. So I was like, whatever. Because you know how the process is when you get in an accident, especially within the pandemic. So once I got the check, called them up to try to figure out, is there a way I can get my car fixed in time? Because I'm thinking about trading this car in, my previous car in. This is what most people didn't know. Not even my wife or anybody knew that I was going to eventually trade in my car prior to the accident. So that's why I've been working like nonstop. And people keep asking me, why are you working? Why are you working? Why are you working? I've been working around nonstop. So just keep that in mind. That's why you haven't seen as much videos. But anyway, fast forward, I called a collision company. They're like, we can't get this thing fixed for a month and a half from now, from the day I got hit. And I'm thinking to myself like, bruh, here's a situation where, I'm on the verge of trying to actually trade in my previous car for an older car. This lady hits me after I do a good deed in terms of the ancestry DNA. It's what I do, and boom, this dark cloud just hovers over me. Now the people that tell me that can't fix it, like my car, in terms of the damages, is a month and a half, and everybody else is hitting cars, I'm guessing, and they're, other auto shops and repair shops are a month and a half out. So anyway, I finally just think like, you know what, this is some BS, right? Like here I am doing a good deed that leads to something bad. But anyway, so fast forward, I go to, and shout out to the people, and I'll shout them out momentarily, for helping me out to get this car that I'm in right now. So, I tell them the situation, what's going on, and they didn't know my financial history at the time, because you know me, I just come in, sweatpants, shirt, and I do that purposely because I want to see how certain people's perception is. But anyway, guy was nice. He actually showed me around to a few cars. He's very trustworthy, and just said, hey, look, let me get your driver's license, stuff like that. Try out a few cars, see what you like, and then go from there. So we started doing our digging. And when I say we, the family went out, and we found a car. We found the car that I'm in right now. Obviously, it's a little bit different from what you've seen previously. If you've seen my videos, it's the same CRV. I'm not a car guy where I got to have the flashy this, that, flashy that, but I needed an updated car, especially around this environment that I moved in. So, but anyway, go there, and I'm thinking to myself, like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get all this done. But then I realized, you know what? I've been working nonstop. I saved up X amount of dollars. This is what I can do. And I didn't know how they were going to take the condition of my car based off the damage. And they, out of all the dealerships that I called around prior to actually going there, they offered the highest to take my car despite the defects on it. And that led to them discovering that I had a very high credit score. So if you didn't know by now you know. Fiscal responsibility to me is everything. So I try to make sure I'm on top of my payments and stuff like that. Banks give me money to borrow, but I do my best to make sure they're getting paid back. I don't mess around with late payments, and that's just from a past experience that happened when I was like early 18, 19. I'm now damn near 37, actually 37 right now. And, you learn a lot. But anyway, going back to the story. So we ended up settling on a deal. And then the guy literally commented like, man, you know what? Look, keep doing what you're doing. You sound like you work hard. I was able to put a good significant amount of a down payment on top of the trade of the car to get the car that I'm in right now. So the whole point of those two stories I want people to know is that, like, within dark clouds, dark times, it can be good things that come in terms of an outcome. Because in both situations, the first situation, I could have been dead, right? I could have went after, and sure, I could have sued this lady and got money and all this stuff, but I didn't do that. I didn't do that path. And sometimes blessings come in disguise. You know, the first story, I got a second chance at life. The second story, I basically got a second chance at another car with more features. Excuse my stomach. I'm grumbling right now. But anyway, more features than I expected. I literally had to pull out the manual, YouTube video, and I'm a tech guy, and I'm like, what the? I'm not used to all this stuff. So this is new to me. But I just wanted to share that story just to let everybody know what's going on. I know a lot of people have been asking you, why are you working? Why are you working? Why are you working? Some people even thinking that I'm not working. But listen, I wouldn't have the down payment to put on this car on top of the trade of the car. Mainly the down payment if I wasn't working hard. Trust me. You don't just roll up in a dealership and you get what I'm saying. For those that you know, my people, you know. But it was a blessing in disguise. And again, here we go. Shout out to Hyundai Moon Township. I think it was Falcone's Moon Township and Hyundai. Man, these guys, man, you guys have like A-class service. You took me in when you really didn't know what I was about. You basically just kept it real, and that's all I could ask for. And I'm gonna leave their information down in the video, actually the description of the video. So you know, if anybody's around, you know, you may be within close proximity and you're looking for a car or something like that. Listen, go to them. They will definitely take care of you, and they definitely took care of me. Long story short, actually, people don't know that I don't believe in new cars. That's just me. That's just how I am. But I ended up getting a car that had low mileage, and you know, kudos to my wife for pointing it out. This lady took care of this car to no degree. Like, she really took care of this car, and it's a 2017 with very, very, I mean, stupid low mileage. And because of my credit score, Moon Township hooked me up with the 10-year bumper to bumper warranty like you would normally see in a Hyundai deal. So you know, everything is all covered. What more could you ask for, man? So it's a dark moment that turned into a good moment, which is why I am where I am right now. But your boy Magnificent, man, I am out for now. Again, this is why I say, hey, stay blessed, and I'm hoping the best for everybody. No need for me to be envious, jealous, or anything like that. To me, I hope people can just change that mindset. You know, always stay positive in life, because you never know what's going to happen to you. The first story could be anybody. The second story could be anybody. You just never know. And sometimes, you know, good deeds do come to those who wait. Sometimes if you do a good gesture, you never know when it's going to come back full circle and help you out towards the end. But for now, I am out. There are a couple of things that I did want to review that's coming in. One, trust me, you don't want to miss this video, because I know a lot of people are very, it's almost as controversial, and I'll put it this way. I'm actually having these on. It's almost as controversial as these. I know a lot of people don't like them. They suck and blah, 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 but at the end of the day, to me, they're comfortable. I could care less what anybody else thinks about certain things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your boy Magnificent, bro. I am out. Till next week. Which is basically not too long from now. I gotta continue to learn about this car. For those that don't know, it's basically, look, it's a Honda CR-V. Personally, I don't really believe in the whole luxury cars and stuff like that. I don't look. Point A to point B. That's the type of person I am. It just so happens that this car came with some crazy ass features that I gotta learn quick. So I am out for now. Let me kind of get to learn and educate myself. But you guys, and I mean this, stay blessed.